What's up guys, welcome back to another video. So today we're going over characters that I think should be added to Jujutsu Shenanigans. We're going to be talking about what their abilities might be. Also, sorry I haven't made a video in like a week, and about 2 weeks on Jujutsu Shenanigans is because I've been camping for like a week straight. So as you guys know, it's almost impossible to make a video in the wild unless I did like a vlog or something. But anyways, let's get into the video. Okay guys, so the first character we're actually going to be going over is a rework of an existing character. Now, I said this before in one of my old videos, but I think Itadori for once in a Battlegrounds game should get his own awakening. So I've put that his base moves will stay the same, but obviously his awakening would be different because Yuji has just recently had his proper awakening after hitting like the 8 black flashes on Sukuna. He will have like his own version of Cleave, Black Flash, and of course like his piercing blood as well. And you're probably wondering what the fourth move is going to be. Well, it will obviously be his domain when we actually know what it is. I really hope to see he actually adds this because Itadori never gets his awakening. Also, I've put that in his awakening as like a passive effect because some characters have like a passive effect or like an R move. His M1s will do more damage, so his awakening doesn't feel like Gojo's where you're sort of spamming stuff at range. It almost feels more like Hikari's where you have to actually get in there and do damage. Anyways, on to the next character. Right guys, so the next character who we're going to be going over is actually Nami. Now, as you guys know, Nami is one of my favorite characters in the whole series. So what would his character be like? Well, I thought of this kind of janky moveset because obviously Nami isn't in the anime too much, but his first move would just be ratio. This would be a really simple move, which is like a I guess like a combo extender where you sort of just, you know, 1 2 3 ratio, and it does like a little bit more damage and you get like the blade out, but it doesn't actually send the enemy back or anything. You get what I mean? Next up is just a singular black flash, which he does in the night of 1,000 something. He does that 1 black flash, which is obviously followed by like another 4, but I think this will be a good normal move as well. Next up is ratio rush. Now, if you know what I'm talking about, it's like when we first see Nami, I think it's in like episode 6, he and Itadori are fighting these really low level like cursed spirits, and Nami sort of like cuts right through him. I was thinking that is like sort of like, you know how in this game Mahito's like Q when you dash, it'll be sort of like that, but obviously it'll do more damage. Then for a fourth move, I had a hard time thinking of one, but I've just put counter, and I was thinking this is when Haruta like kicks Nami and it says it's like a brick wall. So I guess this could like negate certain amounts of damage, or you could like counter someone then like punch him really far away. Then for his awakening, it will obviously be called overtime. His first move will be called collapse, which is what he uses on Mahito, where, you know, you just sort of like punch the ground, or if you like punch a wall as well, it works. I think that'd be really cool, and will obviously be incredibly good with the destruction physics. Next would be called flash rush. This is when he does the 4 black flashes. This would be a really cool one. Next is called, there's a really crunchy name, Skull Breaker. But this is what he does against Haruta when he has like his fists out and he ratios him in the face and it sends him like flying. I think this would be a really cool move as well. Sort of feeling like the Black Flash finishers, but without obviously finishing the enemy. Then the fourth move is called like Grab, which is when he like grabs Haruta, and then we get that same sort of punch as well. I think Nami would be a really good character to add, and I'm surprised he isn't actually in the game yet. As you know, his like M1s can also be replaced with like a knife as well, which I guess could do a little bit more damage as like sort of a passive. Right guys, for our final character of the video, and if you've made it this far, remember to subscribe. You don't have to, but it'd be greatly appreciated. And let me know if I should turn this into a series where I take other characters and I sort of make up moves for them and hopefully to see adds them. Okay, so for our last character, is my favorite disaster curse. It is Dagon. Now I'm going to be taking a lot of inspiration from one of my old videos on this, but I have changed it a tiny bit. Okay, so for Dagon's first move, it will be like Water Ball, and it will work similar to Red, where you sort of like fire it and then it explodes into like a bit of water. Not too much, because obviously it's not an awakening move. Next up is Small Fish Shikigami, because obviously I'm pretty sure Dagon can use Small Fish Shikigami outside of his domain, I'm pretty sure. This will sort of be like just a move where you sort of like send them forward. It doesn't like home on or anything. you just like send them forward, similar to like Soul Fire, which is Mahito's move. Next up is called Suck. Now, because we barely see Dagon without his domain, I didn't really know what to put. So this is actually when Dagon is in his cursed womb and he's with Mahito, and he sort of like sucks everyone in and then spits them back out. I think this would be a really cool move as like a finisher. Let's say you do like 1, 2, 3 fish Shikigami and it sort of keeps them in place. Then 1, 2, 3 suck and it sort of brings them in, then spits them straight back out. I think that would be, you know, really good. Plus a water ball at the end. I mean, we're already getting some combos. Then for his fourth move, a move we've actually, I don't think we've seen in the game yet. It'll be a damage reducing move. Now, in the anime, we actually see Dagon use this water ring, which I don't think it reduces incoming damage. I actually forgot what it does. I haven't watched it in a while, that scene, but I'm just going to say that it reduces incoming damage for a few hits, and it has like its sort of own like HP. So there'll be like 3 separate bits in the water ring, and then when one is broken, there'll be 2, and then, you know, there'll be, when the second one is broken, there'll be 1, then there'll be 0. So the enemy know how many you've got left, and they shouldn't be using like big moves on them. Obviously, awakening moves will probably just insta-kill this thing. And certain moves like block breakers, I reckon, will go through it, but there will still be that reduced damage. Now, I think Dagon will have my favorite awakening in the game if they do this exact one. Okay, so his awakening will be similar to Hikari, where when you actually pop it, it's a skippable cutscene, and it's actually his domain expansion. Now, in his domain, he will have the small fish Shikigami, and keep in mind, all of these, except from my third move, will actually lock on. So small fish Shikigami will lock on. Large fish will actually lock on as well. Obviously, there's that death swarm thing as well, which I guess could also be the third move, technically, or the fourth move. Then for the third move, we have the isopods. Now, this is one of the coolest moves in the whole anime, actually. The isopods are the things that Toji fights really deep underwater. I think these will be so cool. You could replace this and the fourth move with Death Swarm, because Death Swarm is pretty cool. It's a combination. What am I saying? It's a combining of small fish and large fish. And then for the fourth move, I put Flight, because obviously when Dagon's actually in his domain, he is flying. However, you're probably thinking that would be way too OP, because obviously it would. So I've put it that it's like only a sort of like a boost, I guess, and a flight for a little bit, and your character can have like wings or something. I don't know. I thought that'd be really cool. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll be seeing you all in the next one. If you have any other ideas for characters, or if you want to see me make a series out of this, like I said, I'll be greatly appreciated. Thanks for watching. I'll be seeing you in the next one. Goodbye.